of doing. But it's okay because it's in the Bible. As long as white people do it, or as long as the Jews do it, it's okay. But if somebody like a German does it, oh, that's bad. The act, in their mind, isn't bad. It's the people who do it. If it's not a Jew, or it's not a white supremacist doing it, then it's terrible. If Hitler had been a Jew, or a white American, a white Christian, I don't think Christians would have a problem with it. And that's terrifying. You cannot condemn Hitler's Holocaust and then look at the Bible, at what the Jews did to all the tribes that were related to them, and say, this isn't genocide too. Nobody in my entire family, no church I ever attended, ever condemned it or even called it a genocide. Because it is. No God, no religion, no politics can justify colonializing, seizing, and massacring people because some deity they made up told them to do it. Because if a God existed and was good, would never tell somebody to kill anyone, no group, no woman, based on what they believe. The people they massacred in the Bible were unfortunate because they were born into the wrong group. They believed the wrong thing. That's why they died. And the Jews justify genocide because God said the land is ours. Nothing justifies genocide. I don't want land if I have to kill everybody on it. Land just isn't important enough to me that I would kill people to take land that isn't mine. And just because a God that has never been proved exists tells you to do something, genocide alone should tell you this is wrong. And just because somebody was a victim of genocide doesn't mean 80 years later they don't perpetrate their own genocide against other people. It's not racism to point out when a group that has previously been a victim of a genocide is now committing their own genocide against other people. I think we call them Palestinians now. And I would never let a child read the Bible. Between the rape, the dismemberment, the genocide, the infanticide, the incest, the gross behavior recorded in these books and the way they treat people who are gay and trans is utterly appalling. We can't help where we're born, what we believe. Back then, people didn't have the knowledge we have now. They believed superstitions because their lives depended on it. I mean, the whole holiday of Halloween was created because they were afraid of the underworld. And they wanted good crops. So they built holidays to gain crops so they could live. The Bible does not condemn the worst acts of depravity. Their God commands them to do it. And it's okay because a Jew did it. It's not okay. I don't care who you are. If you don't have control of the land, it's not your land. If someone were to come into America and take our land, I would not kill people to take it back. I'd find other land where people aren't sitting on it. Land is not more important than human life. As long as the people who took it weren't hurting anybody, I'm not going to kill them to get it back. I'm just not that kind of person. The Bible does not condemn its depravity. It celebrates it. And that's why Christianity supports Zionism. They support genocide. Because the land was only ever the Jews at one time, because they committed genocide to get it. They killed their own relatives. Like, if that isn't horrifying, then tell me what is. It's disgusting. I will never pick up a Bible ever again. I will never endorse it. And if I owned one, which I don't, I'd probably set it on fire because of how deplorable it is. People have died because they believe in this. And they voted people into the White House many times that caused people's deaths because they believe this misogyny, this racism, this sexual violence, this entitlement is disgusting. Biblical values is selling women as sex slaves. Biblical values is owning a human being. It's disgusting. Biblical values equals male privilege, because that's what the Ten Commandments are. How to maintain male ownership and male privilege. And if a woman gets raped, killed, dismembered, or fought over, well, the Bible's okay with it. But I'm not. And I don't think any atheist, anyone who doesn't believe in these awful religions, is okay with it either. I saw a bumper sticker a few months ago in LA. Everyone who believes in the Bible, if they actually read it, would immediately move toward atheism. It's so true. You cannot believe in a God that commands genocide and infanticide and say God is good. You just can't. Because if a God existed, he would condemn it. He would tell men to leave women alone. But that's not what happens. And that's how I'm 100% sure God does not exist. There is no good God that would allow that. And no matter how many times someone says there's existence of God, read the Bible, there isn't. Because good people don't command other people to kill other people. It's that simple. And just because the Jewish nation of ancient Israel treated women just a little bit better than the other nations doesn't make them better. And it doesn't make them good. At least now, you touch a woman without her consent, you might get kicked. Or worse, you get put on a list somewhere. Or, if you're really lucky, you get voted into the White House. That's disgusting. Luckily, we don't have to put up with that crap anymore. In some countries, people do, but not here. I never want to touch a Bible ever again. It's utterly deplorable to women. And never condemning the worst acts in humankind and commanding your people to do it just disproves any chance of there being a God who's good that exists.